Hi, my name's Richard Brodie and I'm part of the climate camp. E.ON claiming they care about the climate frankly makes me feel sick. E.ON's actions don't even remotely resemble their new PR strategy. E.ON have known about climate change and done nothing about it for years now. And now that they are suddenly talking about it, it's only so they can frame the debate in the way that they want to. The questions we should be asking aren't if we can move over to renewables or whether we can afford it. Given the circumstances, we have no choice. Furthermore, fossil fuels only seem to be so cheap because our governments support them through massive subsidies and investments. The Royal Bank of Scotland, currently owned 70% by the state, is pumping billions of pounds of our tax money into oil, gas and coal. On top of this, politicians, corporations and banks then try to show they're not doing it by hiding behind a thick layer of greenwash. E.ON say they're committed to using 24% renewable energy by 2030. Let's just look at that again. That's saying less than a quarter of their energy coming from sources which won't destroy our entire ecosystem, and more than 3/4 from sources that will. Not only is the date they come up with far too far away to be of any use to anyone, but then it all comes with a massive caveat: if it's economically viable. In other words, if it makes enough profit for them. The plans for Kings North were shelved because of grassroots social movements taking action in a long tradition of civil disobedience. We need movements like these to make our energy supplies controlled by workers and communities for their benefit, not for that of endless profit. That's why I was at the Kings North Climate Camp, that's why I'm going to swoop on the Ratcliffe power station, and that's why we're taking on E.ON.